Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's Tracy with the Gather community, and I am here with the fabulous Jana Lane. Jana
Hello.
decided to join us as a creator late last year when she was looking at her business and decided she wanted to reach a larger audience. I was really excited because Jana's work previously had been focused on decluttering and organizing. But what I heard in her conversations was not just talking about stuff. Jana was getting deeper in the questions underneath. Why do you have this stuff? What is it doing for you and to you? And therefore, we can figure out what to do with it. And now she has evolved her business to your True North life coaching program, and it's all growing. So I'm really excited to bring her to you today because she's the best person to talk about how things have evolved and how she's working with people now, because it's different than when we first met. So Jana, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's start with like a little bit of backstory. Like I said, you had kind of your decluttering organizing business, and I know you're still doing that with clients, some clients. But talk about like how the evolution began and why you decided to move into this new phase of your business, your True North.
Okay. Well, first, thank you for having me here. And I'm so excited to be a creator in your community this year. It's been
Yay.
fun. First I was the drop-in visitor, and then last year I became the VIP guest, and then
Yes,
to now step into the creator role is really exciting. And thank you for the opportunity to do that.
absolutely. No,
So,
it's absolutely our pleasure to have you.
it's
So
a
it's great.
wonderful community, beautiful people, great people
Thank
to be a
you.
part of. So gosh, my backstory. Um, I won't go back into all of my careers. I'll just kind of start with my most recent career before starting my home organizing business. I had a real estate license and was in the mortgage business for 22 years. And like many people, I got to the point where I didn't love it anymore. I was a little burnt out. Okay, I was a lot burnt out. um, and I really just, as my husband was nearing retirement age. He's
Yeah.
not quite there yet. I won't disclose. And
Well,
I was,
retirement age can be any age these days.
you're
Who
right, it
knows,
could be
right?
any age. You got me there. But I was getting excited about the opportunities or in my head of traveling and enjoying life in retirement. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, well, if I'm a mortgage advisor right now, when I go on vacation as a mortgage advisor, I don't even put on an out of office, because wherever I am, I'm answering my phone, I'm checking my emails, and I'm like, I don't want this for my future. I want more. I want to be in control of my life. And um, I just didn't feel like I was serving people. Like,
Mhm.
I was helping people get homes, but the business changed so much over 22 years that I was doing it. I went from an advisor to really kind of a just, you could go anywhere for a quarter
Like
of a rate.
processing,
Yeah,
right?
nobody really cared anymore. Um, so I decided to do something new, and I had been part of the Brave Thinking Institute. Well, actually, I was being coached by my coach, Lauren Brolier Newton, who is still my coach and mentor. She was a student of the Brave Thinking Institute, and I'd been coaching with her since I think I signed up with her in 2019. And so we're now at 2023, and I'm leaving the business thinking to myself, I don't know what I'm going to do. And in pops an email from Lauren inviting me to a vision workshop, the exact same vision workshops that I'm now certified to give. No idea that this is where I would be today
Yeah.
back then, right? I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do next. So I went to the workshop, and fast forward, landed on home organizing because I was raised in the military. We moved constantly. I think, and I kept moving, even like I think I moved out at 17 and kept moving on my own. I lived in 27 homes in 32 years. Yeah,
Wow.
professional packer and unpacker.
Yeah.
So, and I'd helped a lot of my friends and family with organizing projects. And anytime I'd visit my mom or dad, I was always redoing their cupboards. Not that they asked me to or wanted me to, it was compulsive. But I really enjoy it. It's just for me, it was something I loved. So I
Yeah.
started doing the home organizing, and it was an easy transition because I knew so many people from the real estate industry through mortgage. And so,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
real
yeah.
estate, it's same kind of clients, right?
Yeah.
Helping them
Right.
move, unpack,
Absolutely.
whatever. So, but it's what I found, Tracy, through organizing, while I loved organizing the stuff, I seem to somehow, well, you're a coach, so like the right people find us,
Yep.
right? The people we're
Yep.
supposed to serve find us. We're
Yep.
not right for everyone. And that's the greatest wish, is that the right people will find you. Well, I discovered that while I was getting some typical organizing jobs, I seemed to um, people seemed to find me who had some sort of a trauma,
Mm,
some sort of a life experience, or they were making some sort of a major change, but
mhm.
something either had happened or was going on at the same time they were discovering, like, okay, this is, I can't take it anymore. I need help. So, working with, I had a woman whose son had passed away at home, excuse me, and literally shut the door in the bedroom. 5 years later, I was invited in to
Wow.
help.
Yeah.
Um, Another woman who um, had breast cancer, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and also had a beautiful daughter who had a traumatic accident just 2 weeks after having a baby. And
Yeah.
another gentleman who was divorced, left by his husband. And that was like literally right before the shutdown. So he ended up with a home with half the stuff in it. And he sat in that for like 3 years,
Mm,
stewing over it. So, what I found working with these people was, as they would start to see progress, I would just have this person would go from like not feeling good about themselves, having the sense of shame that comes with that,
yeah.
to suddenly starting to blossom and open up and out in the world smile, and be more engaging and more confident. um, the gentleman who I was referring to, he says, I didn't do my laundry and I left a big pile of it in the corner. And he's like, and it actually, I realized it causes me anxiety. So he discovered that stuff, disorganization, really truly is, it's a health thing, right? It's not just that it's messy. So that's
Yep.
when I kind of put two and two together, that what I was doing as a home organizer was a really important piece of what coaches were doing with their clients, no
Yeah.
matter what type of coach it was.
Right.
And at this point, I was still just thinking, I'm a professional organizer. I
Right.
love this,
Do some
but
collaborations, right?
yeah, but I want to bring the health and wellness piece into it. And then my coaching, my personal coaching, and business coaching led me just organically into, okay, I love this. Like, I want to coach people too, because that was the piece of the work that really touched my heart and my
Yeah.
soul. And the two things I really wanted to do, Tracy, was to be of service to people and to give back. So I give 10% of every dollar I make to a charity of my clients' choosing. And they love that. I love that. And we know that when we give, we receive, right? It's just how the universe works.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I just went from organizing to falling in love with coaching. And last year I spent over 200 hours training with the Brave Thinking Institute, and became fully certified to be a dream builder coach. I'm also certified under my coach Lauren with her More For Me program from Soul Savvy. So I have a few different programs that I can offer. Um, but I'm doing dream builder workshops. They're about 3 hours. And then if people want to work with me, if we're a good fit, then whichever program is
See
right
how it
for
goes.
them, yeah, we'll go for that.
Yeah.
And And that's what I'm doing now.
I love it. I love it. You know, the journey that you went on in the realization of the impact that you were having on those clients, and then the transformation they were going through themselves in the realizations. I mean, that's why there's so many coaches out there in the world, because it makes, like, it lifts up your life to get to help people in this way.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you know, people always talk about, you know, all of the different ways of coaching out there in the world. And that's because there's all of those different people out there in the world. And like you said, the right people find us, and that's resonation, that's
Mm,
alignment. That's why, you know, that's why we're all unique individuals, so that we can help the people who are looking specifically for us and what we have to
yes.
offer.
Yeah. I was at a business mixer on Sunday here in the town I live in, and I met a business coach. And I told her, I shared with her that as a dream builder coach, it's almost like you're the gateway coach. Like,
Yeah.
I help you. It's an evocative style of coaching. We don't tell people what they should do.
Right.
We help
You're
people.
helping their dreams kind of unfold
Yeah, we help
from
them
them holding
discover
it back.
what they're
Yeah.
longing for, what they would love, and then teaching them the tools of how to work within themselves to make those things happen.
Yeah.
Um, and I was explaining to her that I really want to have a great circle of other coaches in my community that I can refer my clients to. And
Right.
she was kind of taken back, like, why would you refer your clients to another coach? Aren't you working with the whole person? I'm like, absolutely. But I'm not a relationship coach.
Right.
So I can help someone uncover that that's what they want to focus on. And I can definitely give them a lot of tools to be much more
Right.
successful. But if there's something serious going on and they need marriage counseling, I need
Yeah.
someone in my corner that I can refer them to,
Right.
right?
Or if they
Or a
specifically
fitness
are looking
coach.
for dating tips,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like someone who's like a dating coach, where you're like, oh, you really want to find the love of your life. That's great. My friend Leandra can help you find the love of your life, because she knows how to do it.
exactly. I mean, there's so many amazing, like, and she's a business coach. I'm like, so you would be perfect for someone who I'm working with who launches their own business and
Right.
wants a business coach. Like, I'm a great example. So I'm building businesses, and I have a business coach, I have a life coach,
Mhm.
I have a writing coach, I have a speaking coach,
Mhm.
and I have someone who's working coaching me on video and marketing.
Yeah.
So
And your style.
absolutely. So one coach is not going to be able to teach me
Right.
all of that,
Right.
right? So
Well, and
and I
hopefully,
go ahead.
right, as coaches, we are really doing the thing that we're best suited to help people with.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in 80 different areas, yet
Hmm.
I have a desire in 80 different areas, right? So you have to find the people who fit in those details. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally
Well,
agree.
collaborative. It's collaborative, and
Collaborative,
it's
absolutely.
also something we talk about in networking is coming from a place of abundance, not scarcity,
Absolutely. Yep. Well,
right?
that's
I
community, right?
Yes.
That's what the Gather community is all about. I mean, what do I have in our creator community? What is there, like eight people would call themselves coaches
Hmm.
of all different types. Like, I don't have
Hmm.
anyone overlapping to the point where they're doing the same thing for the same type of client and now it's awkward. Like, we don't worry about that. There's no competition,
Well,
because
and even if we are doing something similar, again, we could give the exact same presentation.
yep,
The audience, there will be people who hear it differently, or
yep,
if I gave it to 10 people and then another person gave it to 10 people, they would hear different things
right,
because the right people are going to
yep.
resonate with the right coach.
Yep. It's law of attraction.
Hmm.
It's resonation. It's all of the things that
Hmm.
get
Hmm.
the right people showing up in our lives. And that's for the
100%.
Gather community. My goal is to just collect a lot of people to be
Hmm.
able to be like, who's looking for Jana? Let's
Hmm.
find, let's get you in front of them. And
Right.
that's the whole idea behind the creator membership, right? Get the
Mhm.
creators in front of the audience, get the audience around each other and hearing from the creators, so that everyone can find their next friend, their next collaboration partner, their next, service provider, their next mentor.
Mhm.
Who knows, right?
Mhm.
And that's what community is all about. Like we're all there, and it's just this whole, melting pot of possibility.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm
So,
super thrilled about your evolution to have, like you said, the different programs and things, right? The dream builders and the soul savvy and different ways. And I know you're just getting started. You're gonna that more things will happen over time. And people might think also, I know you're still working with some uh home organizing
mhm.
clients. Is that starting to fall by the wayside in and using your coaching instead? But you still probably have like conversations about that, don't you?
Yeah, let me share what that's going to look like. And thank you for asking. So, I love doing the home organizing in person with my clients, but there's only one of me and I
Right.
can only serve so many people.
Yep.
So in order to touch, and I've been doing virtual home organizing, which a lot of people are like, what? You can do that? That's a thing. It
Yeah.
it works really well. And the virtual clients actually, I feel like their progression is faster because
Probably really empowering.
yeah, well, we meet virtually like once a week for an hour or
Mhm.
every other week, depending on what works for them.
Yeah.
And then they're doing all the homework in
Right.
between. So they're, yeah, it's a lot faster
Yeah. It's a
process
lot
for
more kind
them.
of self-directed on their part to
Mhm.
take the action instead of like we and I were talking about beforehand, instead of kind of going, oh no, actually that was something else. But anyway, instead of just saying, okay, well, we had our call and we'll find out next week how it went and nothing
Right.
happens in between. But
Mhm.
if the things happen in between
Mhm.
and people take that personal responsibility and take that personal bold action toward their goal,
Mhm.
then they're gonna really be succeeding way faster.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna continue to do the virtual,
Nice.
um, possibly in a group setting. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking, and that is something I'm thinking about, like what
Yeah,
could that look
maybe
like?
seasonally or something like that.
Yeah, right now they're one-on-one, virtual. Um, but the thing that is interesting when I was looking at, do I shift completely? Do I keep two businesses? What is it going
Yeah.
to look like? The whispers and messages that kept coming to me from people I talked to was, it's your differentiator.
Mm,
So I do want to retain it. And as of today, when I'm speaking today, this may change 6 months or a year from now, but it is basically a bonus to my life coaching clients
great.
to
Yeah,
have
I love
the
that.
organizing piece. So
Yeah.
it is something that I will include as a support piece, probably create some content that I can give them to work
Yeah.
with on their
Maybe
own.
a home study course type of a
Yeah. But
style.
it's super important because it circles back to whatever it is somebody's working on in here or in here, the house has to
Shows up.
support it
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I love it.
and I want to, it's important to me that I instill in my clients the connection between the two,
Hmm.
between our physical space and our mental space.
Yep.
Um, uh, I want to make sure that they understand the importance of that and also have the tools to work them together
Yeah. Yeah.
to
Awesome.
help support them.
Do you have a specific client type you're working with? Are you working with only women? What's your
You know,
avatar?
I'm not only working with women, it tends to be women tend to gravitate towards women, and I really like working with women. Um, I would say the the ideal client for me is probably a woman in her 40s to 60s. Well, I'm 60, so 40 to 70. I don't think of myself as an age, but I am. Um, but really, the age is less relevant than where they're at in life.
Yeah, kind of the life
It's
circumstances.
yeah, it's really the more for me. Like I want
Yeah.
more and I don't know what it is. Help me figure it out. Or
Hmm.
I want more and I know what it is, but I don't know how to make the steps towards it.
Yeah. How do I get
Or I've got
started?
all these
Beginning? Yeah.
ideas for more and I don't know which one to do.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's transition. You know, I'm totally ready for a change, or I'm dealing with some trauma and I need to get through that. The what I love about, so the More For Me program is an 8-week program, and it really kind of takes you through all different 8 different parts of life, and how to understand those pieces of your life and better manage them in a way that you're causing the results.
Yeah.
Dream Builder is has more visioning,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but the bottom, or the basis for both of them is teaching people how to be a co-creator in their life.
In their own life. Yep.
Not, and I was the person whose first career was by default, not by design.
Right.
I got a retail job,
As most of us are.
and 15 years later, I was still in it. And I'm like, this was not what I chose. This was just what happened to me, not through me. Right. So
Yep.
it's really about the what would I love, and then the tools to figure out how to make that happen, the confidence to really believe in it,
Yep.
and the ability and support to just take the steps towards those things,
Yep.
and not worry so much about the how, just what would I love, and then figuring out how to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Awesome. Well, I love it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see in the notes Jana's page on the Gather Community website, which has all of her links and all of her contact info and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really thrilled that we get to be part of your, for lack of a better word, launch into this new chapter, this new iteration, really, of what you've already been doing, but now you're extra capable, extra educated, extra toolified. You got all the
I've got the
things.
certifications on my
Yep,
shelves.
you got the things. Yeah, it says your
I got the
name, you know.
things.
Right. So you're all like official, and not only that you're official, but that you have those tools now that you knew you needed to help the people that you were already connected with. And you just had to like get yourself at that level so you can now get them to that level. And that's
Yeah.
always very exciting.
I'll share with you something. One of my home organizing clients said to me, we were together, we're still working together. I want to say going on about a year and a half. So whole home projects, we take them in bite-sized pieces, so it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I was somewhere where I was sharing that it was before I was certified to be a coach, and I was sharing how excited I was to become a coach. And she stood up and she says, Jana, don't underestimate yourself. You are a coach.
Yeah, you're
You've
already
already
there.
been a coach. And I was like,
Right.
you're right. I love that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'll take that.
Yep. Yeah, no, with no doubts at all. And that's what I'm saying. Like now you're certified. Now you have like the official tools you can use just to up level what you've already been doing in serving your clients, and you know, and maybe just steering them in a different direction than before, which was more, you know, focused on their personal, actual environment, physical environment. Now you can take their imagination and their soul and like really help them along.
Yes.
So
Yes.
good.
Make dreams come true.
That's right. That's what we want for people. All right,
Yes.
Jana, I'm so thrilled. Thank you for spending the time with me today. We're
Thank
going to
you.
make sure that everyone in the Gather community and as many people as we can know about what you're doing, know about how this has evolved for you so that you can have more impact and reach more people and save more lives, change more lives.
Yay. Grateful
Yay.
to you and the community. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. See you soon.